really accomplish anything if you just have no quit? Take action and be willing to fail.
What's up, guys? If you don't already know me, my name is Kaz Sawyer, and I've built up over 20 million followers on social media, just around 8.8 million followers on TikTok, 9 million subscribers on YouTube, and 1.7 million followers on Instagram. I get well over 100 million views a month, and I've helped countless entrepreneurs and business owners leverage social media to scale their businesses. But the thing is, despite all of my online success, I've only ever talked to one camera, just me, talking to a lens by myself. And in 48 hours, I'm gonna be speaking at an event in front of thousands of entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, and even important world leaders. And honestly, before I dropped out of college, I couldn't even speak to a classroom of 20 people in my speech class without panicking. So this vlog is gonna document my entire journey prepping for the speech, delivering the speech, and what happens after. I'm gonna be giving you an immense amount of value throughout, showing you all the behind the scenes details that led to my success, so make sure that you watch until the end. All right, guys, I fly to Qatar first thing in the morning, and I have had no time to pack. Behind the scenes, there's just so much that goes into all of this. I'm planning out educational content, I'm planning out speeches, I'm planning out viral videos for my main YouTube channel because I still run all my pages with 20 million followers, but sometimes you just gotta take one task at a time, and the current task is packing. Packing's going well, but I want you guys to see what the behind the scenes of my life really looks like because you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of the glamorous parts of it. So my room doesn't look so bad, but this is behind the scenes of everything that goes into what I do. My living room is an absolute wreck. Look at this. This is literally just a product of non-stop prep work. But I want you guys just to see that there is so much chaos and madness. My life is not always perfect. All right, I'm gonna get a quick 30-minute nap. Then we are officially off to the Middle East.
Just to show the city what it takes to be alive for it. Can't get me on the line, so they hang me out to dry for it. You know 40 wants peace, but I'm down to cut ties for it. And I can't sleep these days unless I take one. If they don't have a story these days, they'll make one.
That was hectic. We literally just got to the hotel. I haven't had time to really unpack yet. I just changed and we are headed to like the opening for the event. So we're gonna see what it's all about. This is where I'm gonna actually see the stage I'm speaking on for the first time. I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit nervous because I have not had time to prepare for the speech yet. Hopefully it goes really well. I'm very confident with the value and the knowledge I have, but again, I'm just used to talking to this camera right here. So we're gonna go right now, check out the venue, and bring you guys with me. So we're getting a first look right now, what it looks like to look out at the audience. No one's there, but we're gonna see what the stage looks like and just get a lay of the land. It doesn't look that bad. There's also no one in the seats yet. And this is where I'm gonna be mentoring a bunch of successful business owners, but I still need to prep everything I'm gonna talk to them about, and I still have to prep for the speech. So we're gonna head back to the hotel room, and then we're gonna have another full day tomorrow.
Just to show the city what it takes to be alive for it. First place.
All right, it is currently 1:40 p.m. I literally just woke up and I have a podcast that starts in 20 minutes. I got 2 hours of sleep. This is not like me. I usually can sleep when I need to, but I think I just have so much on my plate right now, and I must have subconscious stress over everything. It might also be the jet lag, but basically I'm about to be late to my podcast, and this podcast is with the moderator who's going to be moderating my speech tomorrow. So this is a pretty big deal. I should be frantically getting ready, but I also want my mind to wake up because I want to be sharp for this. This is one of the top business podcasts in the world, so I'm excited. I just hope that I can articulate my thoughts. Let's see. Hey, nice to meet you.
We have recording on 4, right?
Can we do it right after that? Okay, perfect.
Being in the content creation is just on stop work and stressful days. My question for you, Kaz, is how do you recharge?
Well, speaking of nonstop work and stressful days, I am running off an hour and a half of sleep. But you know, for me, it's all about the balance of opposites. I really like going nonstop, and that's how my brain works. But then I also like just relaxing nonstop and doing what I love. So oftentimes, my balance just looks like balance not at all. So I'll go like a week or a month of just nonstop, not having a life all day, every day. And then I do start feeling a little bit burnt out. And so by that point, you know, I'll go on a trip, I'll go to Hawaii, I'll go surf and just enjoy life, spend time with my family, my friends. And so for the last 6 years, that's worked really, really well for me. When I'm on, I'm on, and when I'm off, I'm off.
If you want to share 3 tips to people on how to make it on the YouTube, what is the top 3 tips for them?
You know, I'm gonna tell you something that I don't think a lot of people are ready to hear, and it's you need to film less. And so I think a lot of people think that they just need to film. No, you need to plan, and you need to have a detailed video outline. So for me, I can watch a video in my head before I've ever even filmed it to a T, and then I have the proper systems to be able to have that on paper, and then on film day, have no stress and just execute on that. So for people out there that want to make videos, don't just throw so much paint at the wall and do all this guesswork. Have a good idea, have good planning, and film less, and you will instantly start seeing results. All right, that interview just fired me up. We literally went right off the podcast into some interviews, and the last one just got me so motivated and inspired to really just like help you guys all grow your personal brands and build your businesses. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, click the first link in my bio, and if it's a good fit, my team will reach out to you. We'll build your systems, and we will give you my exact blueprint to really start crushing it on social media, scale your following, and scale your business. And yeah, it's all coming down to the big day. So I'll see you guys back at the hotel. All right, we are back at the hotel, and now it's time to prepare for the speech. And tomorrow's gonna be really interesting because I have the speech with the moderator who I was on that podcast with. And then after, I actually have a mentorship session with 12 successful entrepreneurs. So I'm gonna get this all prepared right now. The good news is I have all the knowledge, but now I just need to make sure I'm packaging that knowledge in the right way for everyone. So I'll let you guys know what I come up with.
I know these motherfuckers mad at me. Got a sweet tooth, but I ain't got cavity. Say that I buy, but they don't want.
So to start with the speech, when I was talking to the moderator earlier today, she really wanted to lean into the tech stack of a successful content creator and what's needed. And the more I got to thinking is that none of that stuff really matters that much at all. When in reality, it just comes down to your approach, your intentionality, the prep work, and of course, mindset and work ethic, but that's a given because to find success in any realm in your life, you have to have that at minimum. And as I was thinking these things through, I realized that for this specific speech, I don't have to be fully prepared like I do for my content. I just have to be ready to answer her questions from the heart and really just provide value through my experience. A lot of people aren't gonna wanna hear that I don't use all these softwares, that utilizing AI tools is not a fundamental pillar of social media success. Now, for the second lesson I had to prepare, I'm actually really excited. I made this detailed slides presentation specifically for this mentorship session that I have with these entrepreneurs because usually I'm not tied down to 45 minutes. So I had to decide, do I try and give them all of my systems from A to Z, but at a very base level given our time? Or should I just zoom in and really teach them a couple fundamental systems I've built on making engaging content? I decided on the latter. There's not enough time to teach them all, so what I do teach them, I want them to fully understand. I feel like I can finally breathe because I realized I don't have to rehearse a thing. I have exciting news. My follower James clutched this and got this made just in time for the speech. And basically, I wanted to announce my new educational consulting company live on the speech. EMP, Elevate Media Partners, and basically explain that new venture and how now, rather than just posting and growing my own social media, I'm helping other business owners scale their social media presence and ultimately lead them to more revenue. But literally, I'm gonna sleep so much better tonight because the speech is all prepared now. We got the branding for the launch, and now I seriously just need to plug my phone in, detach, and let my brain turn off. I haven't really slept at all the past 3 days, and I think the only thing that could make this speech not go well is if I don't get sleep tonight. So I am officially unplugging for the night. All right, it is the big morning, and I have never felt more prepared for something. I slept so good last night. So I'm gonna get some breakfast and then we're heading to the event. And the moment that everything's been leading up to is finally here. Dialed, ready for speech.
Volunteers are actually going to bring you stage here.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. And yeah, good luck to you.
If you follow now, you should bring you right up backstage.
Okay,
Great, thank you.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
In the early days, how did you think about running your business?
Back in the day, I was using an iPhone and super simple editing gear. So my tools mainly were just like my creativity and then learning how to like really like format a video to be viral ahead of time. And even now, filming on an iPhone and keeping things simple, like there's power behind that. The way I structured it and built up probably at the time over 10 million followers across platforms was I'm fully involved in the ideating. I'm fully involved in the filming. I'm fully involved in the editing. And I spread myself so thin. And so I really had to spend over a year figuring out how can I not touch editing anymore? Well, now that's gonna fully change my system, my approach, how I actually outline my videos ahead of time. But once I did that, it made it a lot easier to start actually scaling.
So what's next for you? You've built this following, you've been doing this for 5 years. What's next?
The last year, I've been working on a new business. So I'll show you guys now. It is EMP, it's Elevate Media Partners, and it's my new educational consulting company. And so with that, I'm really excited because it's the first time where I'm really able to provide value to other business owners and entrepreneurs and just help them scale their business by giving them the systems and frameworks that have helped me grow my following to 20 million followers.
One piece of advice, if you have one takeaway for the audience today, what would you tell them?
One takeaway I would like to tell the audience here is if anyone wants to get into social media or even in general, you have a business you want to start, there's something you really want to do, you can really accomplish anything if you just have no quit and you continue to fail forward. Behind closed doors, I've had so many more failures than I've had successes, and it's taken me so long, but on the outside, people see the successes, the win, the luck. So I would say this life is very short. Use this as an opportunity to take that bet on yourself and be willing to fail. Because the good news is, if you're willing to keep going, eventually one of those fails is gonna be a win, and you really can accomplish anything you want if you put your mind to it. So I would say, take action and don't just let inspiration go. When you're inspired, make actionable steps, write it down, and then execute on those steps. When you're no longer inspired, you know the right steps to take and you keep doing it. That would be the piece of advice I'd want to leave for everyone here. So we just finished my first ever live speaking event, and that went so much better than I could have even imagined. I just found out the co-founder of Facebook was sitting in listening to my entire speech. That's really cool. Start taking action, and then before you know it, it'll evolve. Dude, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you chase your dreams. So now we are going to mentor 12 successful business owners on how to actually leverage social media. So now it's finally time for me to start giving some of my actual systems, because I wasn't able to get into that in the speech. So we're gonna go mentor them now, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me.
How does it work, like actually building up the follower base? Like, is there a formula to it?
Yeah, there is a formula. Let me walk through. First, start with an idea. From there, you formulate it into a video outline. And I have templates I've built, like all of my viral videos, I use the same exact, I have like 4 major templates I use. That's how, for me, I'm able to just pretty consistently have virality on repeat over and over and over again. From there, you have your outline done. Now, filming. Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it. Again, the magic is in the video outline, in the video plan. Then editing. I would say you should start out from the very beginning with having an editing team. It can be remote and it can be very cost effective. If you have a really good video outline, it's gonna be easy for your vision to come out right and for your editor to do a good job. It's not that complicated, but it makes a difference. And then that's everything right there, from the idea to the video. But if you just have one video that goes viral, it means nothing. And so then another thing we'll touch on is actually strategizing a post schedule and building momentum. That also gets into not just making a viral post, but actually having a page that's gonna continue getting consistent viewership. All right, this is where the magic happens. This is where you guys are gonna be stoked. These are my video templates, and they all serve a different purpose. Template A, by the time you finish this template, you can literally watch the video in your head before it's even made. The first 2 to 4 seconds, you need an extremely viral hook. People don't have long attention spans, especially nowadays. People are just scrolling, and if you don't hook them in immediately, they're gone. And then from there, you need to give them an itch that they cannot scratch. So after that hook, they need to be drawn in for the remainder of the video. This section right here is where the actual voiceover, and then when I say commentary, that would be like real life talking. And then underneath, you have a shot list that directly corresponds with the actual voiceover or commentary. And this is where the magic happens. Now be able to like hear your guys' questions and thoughts on that and kind of elaborate.
How can we get the templates?
I'm happy to give you guys the templates. For most people, it's part of working with me, but you guys are here and I'm making a video out of this as well. I will give them to you for free. Yeah, for sure. I ended up getting so tired after yesterday, so I went to bed and now we woke up, got a quick flight and we're in Dubai. So on our drive, I'll catch you guys up to speed on what we're doing now. Everything in Qatar was so go, go, go. So we're gonna spend the next 24 to 48 hours in Dubai. And I figured it'd be a good opportunity to just stop working for a little bit and enjoy myself. So I'm flying my girlfriend out here from LA. We're surfing, we're gonna do some scuba diving. And that's a nice thing about how I've built up my social media business is I'm running not only a full educational channel and a full viral channel, but I'm doing both of those simultaneously. And because of the way I've built it, I'm still able to fully detach and fully enjoy myself. So the last few days were extremely hectic, but it's nice because now I can kind of let go and just enjoy the moment. So I figured I might as well show you guys that part of my life as well, because for a lot of you business owners out there, I know you're already busy, and the idea of adding a whole new social media business to your plate seems not attainable. But if you learn to set it up right in a systematic way, it's super manageable, and you guys are about to see what I mean.
Show me
Behind me, this looks like a full pool, but it's actually the world's deepest pool.
I told you, I need you like now. I need you to pull up, give me face right now. I pop out in the city, show face, some way. I pop out in the city, it's okay. Baby, need money, go up, go down. Fuck it, go up, go up, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go down. Who the fuck is you and why the fuck you in my section? I just need to come into more pussy, find an exit. This is nail salon, this is nail salon.
All right, that's what a 24-hour Dubai reset looks like. We're already back in Qatar, and having just that one day in Dubai to really enjoy myself really allowed me to take a step back and see how amazing this event in Qatar went. So yes, the video is coming to an end soon, but I want to reflect on how the speech actually went and everything that I got from it, and that I think you guys can also take from it. So I'll see you back at the hotel. I'm fired up with so much passion right now. I think it really just sparked something in me, being able to talk to all these people in person and provide so much in-person value. And for being my first ever speech, it exceeded every expectation I had. The biggest takeaway I had wasn't just that I conquered my fear of public speaking, it was that the same principles that work online work even better in person. The framework I shared with those entrepreneurs, the system that built my 20 million followers, the strategies that generate millions in revenue, they all translate to real world business growth. And that's exactly what I help my clients with. I give them my same frameworks, systems, and strategies that built my 20 million followers so that they can transform from invisible entrepreneurs into recognized team leaders with a massive organic reach. If you're an entrepreneur or business owner making at least $250,000 a year and are ready to leverage social media and scale their company the way I've scaled mine, then click the first link in the description to see if you qualify to work with me one-on-one. This trip reminded me why I love what I do, helping successful people become even more successful by being seen. Thanks for following along on this journey with me, and if you got value from this vlog, then make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.